morning, wrestling fans. Welcome to GMWF. Today is Saturday, May 13th, 2023. Lance Brock here to talk some pro wrestling on this Saturday morning. Last night, Friday night, SmackDown, there was a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, episode 403, recapping last night's SmackDown. And I just want to mention something on this episode that for some reason I forgot to mention last night, and it didn't even really cross my mind for some reason. I didn't think of it when I heard about this happening on SmackDown, and that is what it looks like we are going to see at Night of Champions, May 27th, a match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, which is the Bloodline team of Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa challenging against the WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which I don't know why I didn't think of this last night when this was first brought up, but this is a pretty big deal, because if this match happens, this will be the first time Sami Zayn will be appearing at one of the Saudi Arabia shows. He has never been on one due to WWE protecting him, I guess you could say, for him being Syrian. And not only Sami Zayn, but I believe this is also the first time that Kevin Owens will be appearing on any of the Saudi Arabia shows as well. The reason Kevin Owens has never appeared on any of the shows is that it was his choice not to. Just like John Cena, Bryan Danielson, they did not agree with WWE doing shows there, so they never made any of those trips to Saudi Arabia for either the Greatest Royal Rumble or any of the Crown Jewel events. It is definitely interesting to see how not so much Kevin Owens, but more Sami Zayn, how now it is okay for him to appear there. Unless this was just kind of a tease for a match where Roman said him and Solo will be challenging Zayn and Owens at Night of Champions for the World Tag Team Championships, but then something happens where the match does not happen. But I really don't see WWE. These are usually treated as pretty big cards, and I don't see them advertising a big match for one of them and then not delivering it. So as of right now, I'm guessing we will see that match at Night of Champions. And it will be interesting to see if they have Zayn and Owens there for the first time in Saudi Arabia, if they have them drop the titles to the Bloodline. But also, I kind of don't see them having Roman Reigns lose for wanting Roman Reigns to lose with this impressive record and this historic title reign getting close to 1,000 days, even though it's a tag team match and they could still have Solo take the pin. But they've also have been building Solo up and making him look very strong as of late as the enforcer of the bloodline. So there's part of me that kind of doesn't think they would really want Solo to take the pin either. If I had to play a fantasy booker here, and I'm not really sure what I would book as the finish of this one. Let me know what you think of this match, who you think should go over, and either Zayn or Owens retaining the tag team championships, or the Bloodline winning the tag team titles and Roman Reigns adding another championship to his collection. Then you're going to have 3 belts with the 2 titles that make up the Undisputed Universal Championship. And, well, actually, I take that back. 4 belts. I forgot. Yes, there are also 2 tag team titles as well. And I'm guessing I could see that Roman would still just maybe walk out with the 2 Universal Championships and then maybe have Paul Heyman carry the tag team titles. His tag team titles. Could kind of see that happening for the entrance. Speaking of championships, another thing that I somehow forgot to mention on the SmackDown recap last night on 360 Wrestling Fanatic was a celebration in her hometown of Bianca Belair for becoming the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era, which if you also listen to Post Wrestling, you heard John Pollock, they did some research, and what he has discovered, this goes back as what the modern era is considered, is up to 2005, and the last longest reigning champion before then was Trish Stratus, which she has not reached her yet. But as of 2005, Bianca Belair is the longest reigning women's champion in WWE. And she's about to start the celebration, and then we see the Empress of Tomorrow make her way out to the ring, Asuka, and right away she spits the mist in the face of the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. And Belair was panicking with the mist in her face as the medical team tried to help her. And I'm guessing they're going back to Asuka and Belair again for another title match, or at least it looks that way after what happened last night. So that's today's Saturday morning episode of GMWF. Thank you everyone for tuning in this morning. And hope to have more episodes of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Tomorrow, the Sunday episode of GMWF. And hope everyone has a great Saturday today. And keep watching pro wrestling.